Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people. I'm Anthony from Pittsburgh Fit, and I'm gonna take you through today's HIIT at home strength workout. We're gonna start out with our classic triplet warm-up. We're gonna start with a side plank leg raise. So Jess is gonna go to a side plank. Her left leg is gonna be in front, just like her left leg is on the ground. The top leg is gonna be behind. What I want you to do is place your hand on your hip. That back leg, you're gonna pull your toe up into a dorsiflexed position. From here, you're just gonna lift that leg up nice and high as it goes and lower back down. The focus is on keeping that back leg nice and straight at the quad. Now, in this top position, I wanna make sure that your leg is straight, your toe is pointing straight forward. We don't want that toe to point up and open that hip up, or that toe to point down and keep that hip closed. So I just want you to imagine that you're skiing. That leg comes up nice and high, lower back down, tap the ground behind your body, and then lift back up. Good, relax. We have 10 reps on each side. Feel free to cycle through them relatively quickly. Our focus is gonna be on just getting through with a body nice and tight. Now, our second exercise is going to be single leg squat to chair. So we have another complex movement. I want you to find a chair in your house. This is probably a little bit low for a chair for you guys, but what I want you to do is stand with your left leg on the ground. You're gonna put that right leg out in front of you. I want that toe pulled up. Your hands are gonna be out in front of you. From here, the back leg, the one that you're gonna be squatting on, the whole foot has to stay on the ground. The front leg, that toe is pulled up and that heel is down. It's gonna help you assist through this movement. Now from here, your hands are gonna be out front. You're just gonna sit down on that chair, completely relaxed with that front leg totally straight, and then come right back up to a stand. Good, give me a couple reps. She is sitting down all the way on that chair. Her weight totally comes to a relaxed position at the bottom, and then you stand up. Now, if you want to make things a little bit harder, stand up. All we're going to do is pick that front leg up. We're going to take away that assist. From here, we're going to do a single leg squat to a chair. Squat all the way down, sit, relax on that chair, and then stand all the way back up. Give me a couple reps here. Nothing changes, we're just taking away that assist. Now, if you want to be extra fancy, we're not going to sit all the way down in that chair. You're just going to tap your butt and stand back up. So this would be the last progression before doing a full pistol. So she's going to slowly lower down, reach for that box, and pop right back up. You don't come to rest. So at any point, I could pull that chair out from under her, and she wouldn't fall. There's no weight going on it, just tapping and coming back up. We have 10 on each leg, not 5 on each leg. Now our last exercise here is gonna be calf raises. This one will be nice and simple. You're gonna slap those feet all the way together. Hands are just gonna be behind your back or at your sides, looking straight ahead, popping up to the toes, lowering back down and popping back up. There's no rest at the bottom. The rest comes at the top in that balanced and tough, active position. Good. We have 2 times through that cycle, and then we have a new triplet here. We have 10 single leg deadlifts. We're not gonna load these. We're gonna go one hand to the floor. So she's gonna stand on her left leg. Her right foot's gonna come off the ground. Her right hand is gonna reach for the floor. Now, I don't want your hand behind you because I want you to have a little bit of help in case the balance goes a little bit. So she's gonna reach her right hand down to the floor and then stand back up. Her left hand can either be out to the side or reaching a little bit behind. What I wanna see is at the top, your shoulder blades are pulled together, you're looking straight ahead, go down to the bottom. At the bottom, this back leg is extended and should be lifting up so that we get a nice straight line from shoulder to ankle and back up. Make sure that front leg stays a little bit bent. Ideally, we're not putting any weight on the floor on our hand. And then when we stand back up, that leg doesn't come to the ground. We're gonna try and get a full 10 reps, fully controlling our balance. You have 10 on one side, then 10 on the other. Now our next move is gonna be Cossack Squats, which you guys should be pretty familiar with for now. So I want you to spread your feet apart nice and wide. You're gonna slide your weight all the way to one side. Now, we're gonna pause down here, and all I want you to do is lift this leg off the ground just a ½ inch, and then put it back down, and then come back to center. So we have 5 times in a row on one side. Every time you shift your weight, that toe points up to the ceiling, just lift that leg up and come on back to center. It's pretty difficult, so give it a try, have some fun with it. Try and focus on that position at the bottom. Our last exercise is gonna be everyone's favorite, burpees. We wanna take these 10 burpees, and I wanna focus on a max jump height. So her hands are gonna go down, she's gonna kick back into that position. You see the knees drop, come all the way down to the floor, pop up, quick into that top position and jump as high as you can. Give me 3 reps, please. Everything else is gonna go through nice and quick. We just wanna focus on that max height jump for today, loading up those fast twitch muscle fibers. Good, relax. Now, on to the workout. We have 4 sets of 15 slow tuck-ups, 10 dumbbell push presses with a slow eccentric, and a 1-minute plank hold. So the theme of today's strength is controlling the lowering or the eccentric phase of that movement. So we're gonna start with tuck-ups. Jess is gonna lay on her back. Her hands and feet are gonna stretch all the way out in front. Now for this first rep, you're gonna totally be relaxed and laying down on the floor. She's gonna snap into a tuck-up. Now in this position, I want you to try and lift your chest up a little bit higher, put your feet on the ground, and come up nice and high. So we want you to be past that sit-up position. Hands can come on the ground, knees can come up. Now from here, she's gonna take 3 seconds to lower back out, and she's gonna finish in a hollow body hold. Hold. Now from here, her feet and her hands and her shoulders are still up in the air. That's where we're gonna finish. I don't want you to flop and relax all the way down. So snap it back in. Think 3, 2, 1, and snap back in. One more, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. We're trying to keep that low back pressed into the ground for all 15 reps. Now, we're gonna grab your dumbbells. We're gonna bring them up to the shoulders and hold them nice and still. Ideally, we have the most or the majority of the weight of those dumbbells resting on your shoulders. Your fingers should be relaxed. There should be plenty of weight so that they're not slipping out. Now, we're gonna do push presses. So to start with, you have a 2-inch dip. Now, the biggest mistake people make in their dip is they lean forward like they're doing a squat. That's not what we want. We want those hips forward, those knees driving forward, and it should feel like you're leaning back, right? If you feel like you're gonna have to take a step back to keep yourself upright, that's perfect. Now from here, she's gonna use her legs, drive that weight up and overhead, hold. Now we're gonna keep that 3 seconds. We're gonna go down for 3, 2, 1. Now, before those dumbbells hit your shoulders, you're gonna start that descent. So the dumbbells are at eye level. Now she's gonna bend and go that last inch and pause. So the dumbbells come all the way back down to her shoulders. From here, she's gonna drive it right back up. We're gonna do them connected. So 3, 2, dip and drive. Good, 3, 2, dip and drive. That's it, nice job, thank you. So you have 15 slow tuck-ups, then you have 10 dumbbell push presses, then we drop right into a plank. For today's plank, I wanna do it on the elbows. We wanna focus on your breath work while you're maintaining a good, strong position here. So her hips are up nice and high, her shoulders are slightly in front of her hands. Her hands are gonna be relaxed. We don't want you to have a death grip on those fingers. We only wanna create tension where it's needed to maintain this position. So think about pulling your belly button into your spine and compressing the space between your belly and your back. Good, relax. So you have 15 tuck-ups, 10 push presses, 1-minute plank, then you go right into that next set of tuck-ups, then push press, then plank, then tuck-ups, push press, plank, tuck-ups, push press, and plank for a total of 4 sets. Take a little break, then it's time to do our workout. We have a 12-minute EMOM. Now this one works a little bit different. Every 3 minutes, you're gonna start back over from the beginning. So if you go through the whole process quickly, you get a little bit more rest time. You have 4 total sets of 3 minutes of work, and what that starts out with is 45 seconds of running or tuck jumps in a jump rope. So this is something a little bit trickier. So we're gonna have our feet together. We're just gonna do single unders, but each jump, I want you to pull those knees up to your chest. So we're just gonna go through and get that rope started. We have regular old jump rope. Now we're gonna add in that tuck jump. So every rep, you wanna pull those knees up nice and high. It's tricky, so get a little bit of time, get a little bit of practice in, and have some fun with it. If you feel really comfortable, feel free to slip those into double unders. That's not a habit that we wanna make into, pulling those knees up nice and high, but it might help you slip in a couple first time double unders. So you have 45 seconds of tuck jump rope. Then we're gonna move on to 10 V-ups, 10 push presses, and 10 burpees. Now, V-ups are a little bit different than tuck-ups. You're gonna lay on your back, hands are gonna stretch all the way out. This time we do want you to come all the way down to the floor. We wanna snap those feet up and make contact a little bit lower than the hips. We're gonna do a couple quick reps. Notice that the focus is on squeezing those quads, keeping the legs nice and straight. So she finishes her 10th V-up, hops up right to her feet, grabs those dumbbells, they go right to the shoulders. Now this is where we don't wanna go really slow. She's just gonna do 10 quick push presses. Dip, drive, dip, drive, dip, drive. Every time you lower that dumbbell, it hits ear or eye height. That's when you start that descent so that they come down to your shoulders nice and smooth. When you think about breathing, sharp exhale on the way up, inhale on the recovery, hold your breath during the dip. Exhale, inhale, and repeat. That'll help control your breathing throughout the 3-minute rounds. We finish with 10 quick and fast burpees. Jess is gonna do 3 really fast burpees. We're not gonna focus on how high you're jumping. We just wanna make sure that you jump and those hands come in contact right above the head. So you repeat that cycle 4 times, hopefully that you finish within the 3-minute window, and that'll be your workout for today. Enjoy and have a great rest of your day.